Hello, everyone. We have learned that to answer an authentic question, we should make an argument. What is the definition of an argument? Very good. Now let's talk about the three components. If you only include a claim in your argument, it will be like the big brother in the fairy tale Three Little Pigs. The big brother builds his house with straw, and it is easily blown away. Your argument will be easily disputed. What if you add a reason? Now your argument gains more weight, just like the second brother builds his house with wood. Of course, it is stronger than a straw house, but if someone pushes it with heavier force, the wooden house will still tumble down. Now, with evidence. An argument with a claim, reasons, and evidence is just like a brick house. It is so solid that it won't be blown away, nor will it tumble down. The argument is complete. Now, let's watch a video to learn how to make an argument during a discussion.
Hi class. Today let's discuss whether parents should limit screen time or not.
I think parents should limit screen time.
We call this a claim.
Why do you think that?
Because kids would have trouble falling asleep.
We call this a reason.
How do you know that?
My doctor says too much screen time makes it hard for people to fall asleep.
And this is an example of evidence.
I think that too. Screen time is bad for your learning.
Here we have a claim plus a reason.
How do you know?
Well, I went on the internet and I found a story on the news that said that kids who spend too much time watching TV or using an iPad usually do worse on exams.
This is evidence.
Well done.
Let's examine the arguments. First, please read this for me. What is this? Correct. Next, do you remember what the other boy asked? Right. He asked why. Because the girl only makes a claim, and that's not enough. Please read this for me. What is this? Correct. Finally, what does the boy in the back ask? That's right. The girl gives a claim and a reason, but that's still not enough. Please read this for me. What is this? Correct. Now we have another boy answering the question. Please read this for me. His argument is longer, including a claim and a reason. Which part is the claim and which part is the reason? Very good. Of course, a claim and a reason are not enough for an argument, so he also presents evidence. Please read this for me. Please note that his evidence is different from the girl's. Later, we will discuss different types of evidence. Now, let's talk about the three elements separately. A claim states your opinion or your position. In a discussion, we are bound to have our own positions. You will support or refute, which means you will take one side. For example, the question is, do you think people should be honest all of the time? The students happen to represent two positions. Please read this for me. Next, we have the reasons. Reasons give support to your claim and explain why you think your claim is right. Therefore, after you make your claim, what happens if someone asks you why? Why do you think so? Your answer is the reason. let's watch this demonstration. I would like to ask 2 students to read this. Thank you. And how do we specify the reasons? Reasons can be easily linked to the claim with the word because. That way, the claim and the reason will form a complete sentence. Here we have an example. Please read this for me. Of course, not any reason will do. A strong reason will make your argument more powerful. And a strong reason is closely connected to the claim, while a weak reason has little or nothing to do with the claim. The last element is the evidence. The evidence should provide direct support for your reasons. After you present a reason, if someone asks how you know that, your answer will be providing evidence. Evidence can come from your own experience, experts, and your own thinking. Let's watch this demonstration. I would like to ask 2 students to read this. Thank you. In order to support your claim, you can surely provide multiple reasons. Multiple reasons, however, should be supported by multiple pieces of evidence, then your argument will be solid. For example, let's go back to the claim we've known from the video. In the video, there are 2 students in favor of limiting screen time, and they provide different reasons and evidence. May I have 2 students read this for me? Thank you. When we talked about evidence, we mentioned there are 3 sources of evidence. Do you remember which 3? Correct. Personal experience, experts, and your own thinking. Now, let's see the 2 pieces of evidence provided here. What kind do you think they are? Right. One is from a doctor, and the other is from a news story. And we can say they are from experts. If your argument can include your claim, reason, and evidence in one sentence, we will call this an elaborated explanation.